Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, this was very interesting. This was very interesting. WBC lightweight champion Mikey Garcia, he thinks that the media is overhyping the wins from Vasily Lomachenko. Right? He feels that they're being overhyped the wins. Right? Kind of agree with him. I know where he's coming from on this, because he's like, what is he, 36-0 with 30 knockouts, right? Vasily Lomachenko was 7-1 with 5 knockouts, right? And the pound for pound list, all up there, number 6, we're rubbing elbows with the boxing's elite after 8 fights, and lost to Salido already. So a guy like Mikey Garcia is thinking, well, dude, I dominated Mikey Salido. I dominated him. And Rome Martinez, he knocked him out 2 years before Lomachenko did. So from his standpoint, he's thinking, well, no, I'm not giving him credit. He said that. He said, I just can't give him credit for wins that I've done 3 or 4 years ago. They're overhyping the guy's wins. I've done this already. And from his standpoint, he's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And for him to have so many fights, he should be in the mix. He had a layoff because, he had contractual disputes with Bob Arum. It could happen. It could happen. Trying to get his money right, right? But he was fighting. He had 36 of them. While, same time, Lomachenko was an amateur. Nobody's going to blame him for that. But at the end of the day, it's going to be good when these guys do meet up. They do want to fight each other, and it's going to be a great fight. I think that maybe they should both fight a time or two. I know that Lomachenko is coming up on April the 8th against Sosa. Jason Sosa, I think his name is. And, let's see what Mikey's going to do. Kind of build this fight, because it could be a super fight, I think. Because they both have a good point, right? You have common opponents, right? And like I say, Mikey Garcia should have a chip on his shoulder because Loma's being hyped, to where he's even in front of this guy who's been doing, he's straight got the rule of, excuse me, been there, done that. So what you have to basically understand is, guys, like I told you before, and you got the HBO and the PBC and this thing going on, Burger King is not going to do a commercial telling you how good McDonald's burgers are. I just checked the ring top pound for pound top 10. There's not one PBC fighter in there, right, that's fighting for Premier Boxing Champion. That means, we just saw how good Daniel Jacobs was this weekend, right? Last weekend we saw how good Keith Thurman was, don't we? And Danny Garcia, quiet as it's kept, right? Deontay Wilder over there is still knocking people out, right? Just as many people as your boy Golovkin, right? So none of these fighters will be mentioned in the pound for pound list. Pound for pound list is basically, you might as well say pound for pound list from the HBO fighters, because that's all that's in there. So I'm basically not going to pay attention to that anymore, because I've seen already that there's boxers all over the place and they're not close to this pound for pound list. So that's just a list you making in your own home. I don't know what's going to happen is you're going to lose credibility when you exclude fighters that we know belong, right? If you don't have to even be a boxing insider, just be a guy who just pays attention a little bit. You're going to find out, wait, well, where is this one, this one, this one, this one? And they all seem to be at HBO. So if that's going to be the case, then who cares about your list, right? Because it's the wrong people that's up in there. And that's what Mikey Garcia is trying to tell you about Lomachenko. Is that after 8 fights and a loss, you probably shouldn't be up there rubbing elbows at number 6 in the pound for pound list. Not quite yet. Now, Lomachenko, the talent's there. Everyone knows his amateur pedigree. He's decorated, no doubt about it. And a win over Gary Russell, whatever. That's awesome, right? Period. And the other guy, Walters. Right? We know Walters was the weight drained and all of that and had that long layoff. But you know, when you lose, there's going to always be some kind of excuse. You know, something happened, my dog, you know, passed away. Things could happen. So, you know, an excuse here or there. He still has Walters and Gary Russell on his ledger at an early point in his career, which is something, you know, you got to just give love to. That's good. But there's other fighters that have been fighting for longer periods of time that need to be in that pound for pound list. I think you got to make people work for it a little bit harder than that. But it's not in the agenda of HBO, and that's what we're going to have to realize, right? Is that, you know, it's not going to be everybody, right? They're not counting everybody. It seems to be counting only fighters that are fighting on their network or affiliated with that some kind of way for some reason. And, it's just not transparent anymore, and it's too obvious that fighters are being excluded. First of all, Keith Thurman, after beating Danny Garcia, I want to see his name in there. Now, I think I've seen him on some pound for pound. I don't know which one it was, but his name, and it was number 10, matter of fact. But he needs to be in there now, period. All right? I know it was a close win over Sean Porter, close win over Danny Garcia, but I need to see his name in there, right? And I need to be seeing Deontay peekabooing on the outside. You know, he shouldn't be in there yet because they don't have that big name, but he's doing this in the heavyweight division. You know, let's see some other names pop up in there. It's the same guys, right? Now, I do like the fact Andre Ward is number 1 right now, which he should have been in the first place. You know, people that we're saying are the top 25 of all of the last 25 years, Roman Gonzalez and your boy Golovkin. You know, that's a little bit too early. You know, hold up on the hype train. You know, let's see what happens. Hold up before you start giving them all these superlatives. You know, comparing them to the best of all time, when the best of all time have people on their resume. That's why they're considered the best of all time. Resume has a lot to do with it. And you guys are in the know, so you should be doing that. But let's be real. This is their product. You know, everyone is getting paid to make people like this product. So as long as we understand that as a consumer, then we don't really have nothing to complain about. Let them go on and keep shopping their product, but we know what we're going to buy. You feel me? Doing Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here.